Hi, Brad Poche here with Berryland Campers. Thank you for visiting us on the World Wide Web. It's a beautiful day, the first day of spring in southern Louisiana, and the weather is gorgeous. Time to get out and look at some campers. We're going to do a little video today and talk about the Berkshire diesels, and it's something I'm very excited about talking about because we've been a Forest River dealer since 2001, and they're a big part of our business here at Berryland Campers, and we really feel like they're offering a great product with the Berkshire. We'll kind of go over the differences between the different Berkshire models. I know they've made some changes over the past few years, and a lot of people aren't all that familiar with the lineup. So we're going to kind of talk about what we have in stock here at Berryland Campers and what they offer with the Berkshire and some of the differences between them. Now I'm in front of a standard Berkshire. This is the 34QS. This little motorhome is 35 foot 7 inches. Awesome little floor plan. Very easy to drive, easy to use. Going from there, we're going to go to a Berkshire XL, which is kind of the mid-range, mid-engine size, mid sizes in the Berkshire line. And then we're going to go up to the Berkshire XLT, which I'm looking at right here. The Berkshire XLT is going to have a tag axle, a 450 engine, and a little more options and a little more interior upgrades. So stick around with us. We're going to start out with the 34QS, and we're going to talk about some of the things that are standard across the whole Berkshire line. Then we're going to go to the XL, and then we're going to walk inside of the XLT. Thank you for visiting, and stick around with us. Real quick, before we jump inside, I'm going to go over some exterior features on the 34QS. One being very obvious, I'm standing right here by the entry door, but there's a fuel fill on this side as well as a fuel fill on the other side of the front of this coach. So that if you're pulling up in a gas station, it doesn't matter which side you're on, you're going to have a fuel fill on both sides. In some of the higher end diesel products, that's going to be standard. But in the Berkshire, or in the brands that are going to compete against the Berkshire, this is an upgraded feature that you won't find in all the brands that are out there. Another thing I'm going to point out, and you may could have seen it better when we were standing outside, and in person you can definitely see it much better, is the paint job. When you're buying a high-end coach, when you're buying a diesel motorhome or a big gas or even a big painted luxury fifth wheel, look at the paint job. Guys, there's so much variation between some of the paint job on some of the brands that we see versus some of the other brands. This unit has a 4X clear coat on it, which it means it's baked. They call it a baked clear coat. So it actually has a clear film over these paint jobs and all these stripes. You'll learn that after years of ownership when you buy one, if you bought a good paint job or a bad paint job. But that's some of the exterior features. Another exterior feature we're going to show, I can't show you on this particular one, but it's standard across the board, is a slide out generator tray. Once again, a lot of brands will offer it in their really high-end products, but when you get into their base models like the Berkshire we're in, they won't offer it. This unit has an 8 kW Onan diesel generator, and it's on a slide. Well, why is that important? Because you want to do the maintenance and change your oil, and that's going to make it easy to maintain and access all the front of this. We're going to show it to you on the XL product that's not up here by the front fence. Real quick, I will point out you got an exterior TV on this model, as well as frameless windows. We also have slide awnings, which are going to be standard on all your motorhomes, but we also put the main patio awning out here on the slide out, so that when you run it out, you're going to get the full benefit of that awning. You're also going to have a small awning over your entry door, something you're going to find in a lot of your diesel pushers. Come on in, let me show you the inside of the Berkshire. We're in the inside now of the 34QS. We have two Berkshire's floor plans in stock. We have the 34QS, and we also have the 39A, which is a bath and a half floor plan, both of them in the Berkshire line. The things that I'm going to talk to you about now are standard from the Berkshire all the way up to the XL and XLT. Well, all we're going to do is add from here options as we go up to the XL and XLT model. The biggest differences between the Berkshire and the Berkshire XL are going to be the chassis. This unit is on a 360, it's on a XRC, Freightliner XRC chassis with a 360 horsepower Cummins ISB engine. I'll tell you, if you are shopping for a diesel motorhome too, I want to point out Freightliner's website. If you go to Freightliner's website and look up the RV, there's RV section, there's a little button that says RV chassis. There is a wealth of information. I made some notes before I did these walkthroughs because I wanted to make sure I was very accurate in what I was pitching on this product. And there's actually a button that'll show you the Berkshires. Other brands that we carry here at Berryland are the Thor, Aria, the Legacy by Forest River, the Newmar products, the Ventana LEs. You can actually click on each brand and Freightliner will give you the chassis specs for that brand that you're looking at. So you're getting the information from Freightliner, not Berryland or Thor, the people who actually built the chassis that your motorhome's sitting on. So really good information. I would highly recommend it if you're looking at a diesel motorhome. Go to Freightliner's website. 55-inch wheel cut, turning radius in the front on this chassis. It's the XRC chassis with the V-Ride suspension, which gives you a little more weight carrying capacity, which is important, especially when we go to the 40-foot Berkshire. Enough of the chassis talk. We're in the inside now. I'm going to talk about some of the awesome features in the inside. First thing I want to point out is this floor. This is a high gloss polished wood floor in a regular Berkshire. This is the same floor you're going to find all the way up to the XLT versions at a great price point and a great 34-foot drivable coach. Awesome floor plan. You're going to have a huge sofa, the booth dinette, all of this upgraded leather furniture, hardwood cabinets, solid surface countertops, stainless steel appliances. And really, you should go to our website if you're interested in this coach because we take a lot of pictures. You can see a lot of the different particulars. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 TVs on this motorhome. There's one outside. So really great resources to go to our website. This multiplex wiring is a really neat feature, and the interesting thing is there's a lot of people that do it. There's much cheaper components that you'll find in our, less expensive travel trailers, and we see that same system in some diesel brand motorhomes. This is not. This is an upgraded system of multiplex deal. You can control your lights. Any of your interior lights, if you want to, I'm on the bedroom here, I'm going to click back, home, we're going to go to lighting, we're going to go master lights here. So we turned all the lights on and off. We can flip through the bedroom, the bathroom, the living room, the ceiling lights, we can turn them on and off. If you notice when I turn this living room ceiling lights off, I'm getting ahead of myself here. When I hit the button here, every light switch has every light has a light switch, as well as you can control it here off of your multiplex wiring. When I say you can control it here, this thing here is also Bluetooth, so you can put it in your phone and control your lights standing over there, standing here. You can control it when you're standing next to it, on and off for your kitchen. It'll tell you whether the light's on or off, or once again, you can control it here on a button. This is important because I see this system in a lot of, like I said, of our less expensive travel trailers and fifth wheels. And I've had a few complaints where customers say, I'm here washing my dishes, and the only light switch I got is I got to get into this multiplex thing and hit a screen. Well, you saw when I was trying to rush, sometimes you can get ahead of yourself. Sometimes you want an old-fashioned switch on the wall. Well, that's what's cool about this. You get the best of both worlds. This is an upgraded feature. This is something you find in really upper-end motorhomes here in the Berkshire. Real quick, just going around to the interior features on the Berkshire and this particular floor plan. Once again, it's less than 36 foot from tip to tip. You're going to have your living area, your bathroom, king bed. I'm going to stop and flip around. We're going to show you some of the interior features of the bedroom, and then we're going to jump over to the XL. We flip back here to the bedroom of the 34QS, and it's easy to point out real quick the big king bed that we're looking at here. We talked about the multiplex lighting. You got your switches up here above your bed. I don't know if you can see them real good there, but There's switches where you can reach them, as well as the multiplex lighting. I looked over my notes and I wanted to point out a few construction features that are across the board on all the Berkshires. One is the fact that we have a 3-inch thick floor. This is a laminated floor with a 5/8 piece of decking that goes over the 3-inch laminated floor. 3-inch aluminum trusses, so you're going to be on a solid foundation. That's why we're able to put the porcelain floors throughout. We're also going to put hardwood cabinets. And hardwood's a term used rather loosely in the industry. Everybody's a hardwood this, hardwood that. When I say hardwood, this is not taped right here. This finish on this cabinet, this is the real wood you see. You won't find tape here on this piece here either. It's a piece of wood and it's screwed together. Sure, it adds weight, but it's going to hold up to the rigors of going up and down the road and the use of living in it, which is what we want our customers to do. We want you, if you buy something like this, we want you to be able to take it and use it and stay in it. This is the 34QS. Once again, we have a 35A in stock, is a bath and a half. You can see pictures of the floor plan and it on our website. From now, we're going to jump over and we're going to take a look at the Berkshire XL, which is the next step up from the Berkshire. We're on the outside of the 40C Berkshire XL, and this unit has a bath and a half and a bunkhouse in it. We're going to go inside and check it out. We also have a 37A. The 37A is a 38-foot, 8-inch motorhome, so it's less than 39 foot with a 380 horsepower engine on it. There's so much to talk about in these Berkshires, and there's some things that I miss on the regular Berkshire that we're going to point out on this Berkshire XL that also carries down into the Berkshire line. The biggest difference between the Berkshire XL and the regular Berkshire is going to be you're going to move from an ISB engine to an ISL engine. The ISL engine is a 380 horsepower engine. It's the same engine that they use in the 450, just not tuned up as much in the 380. So it's a big engine jump. When you look at the Freightliner and when they buy this chassis, you're looking at a pretty substantial jump from the Berkshire to the Berkshire XL. Another big option that's going to be different between the Berkshire and the Berkshire XL is the availability to option in a 10 kW generator with 3 air conditioners. This particular motorhome is 41 foot from end to end. It's called a 40C. So we put 3 air conditioners on it and we give you the 10 kW generator on the slide out tray up front. Once again, I'm gonna get some keys. I gotta open up this little compartment to get this generator slide to work, but we're gonna show you how that generator slide works. Before we go inside on the XL, I'm gonna point out a few more features down here in this storage area. We talked earlier about the fuel fill here on this side. As with the regular Berkshire, you can have a fuel fill on each side. But I also want to point out the fact that these compartment doors are insulated. They open without flipping up. I don't know, they call it a cafe style or whatever style, but instead of barn door, instead of opening up, they open sideways so that we don't have to worry about this. And if you leave one open, they're going to close when you go down the road. We're going to take the camera and we're going to show you the interior of a few of these compartments. Then we're going to jump inside and show you the inside of the floor plan of this 40C. We spent some time talking about the compartment doors and the fact that they're insulated. This is truly a bus style door and you can feel the difference as you're shopping. I'd encourage you to come out and open and close compartment doors. It's always a very important feature because that's places where manufacturers can leave money in or add money to it. This big slide tray is really a cool option here. I got it all the way out, but it's going to go out the other end too. We're on the door, on the driver's side of the motorhome right now, the off door side. And as you can see, this big slide tray opens this way, or if I stop it and then it locks into place, I can pull it out from the other side. I came back here because I wanted to point out 3 things back here. One is the fact that we have 2 suburban furnaces, 40-foot motorhome. We're going to make sure you stay warm. Second thing is going to be this water manifold system. And this is something, and it's done very neatly in this motorhome, that they used to do in a lot of the older high-end buses. You'll see a lot of it as you climb the ladder in the diesel motorhome range. but a really great feature. And what this allows you to do is, let's say your bathroom sink has a water leak and you want to have water for the rest of the coach, but you got a leak right there in your bathroom sink. Boom, turn it off. Turn your kitchen sink off. Another thing this thing does is if you want to have a lot of water pressure at one spot, you can turn everything else off and have more water pressure on one area versus the other. And that becomes important when you're troubleshooting something. If you're staying in a spot where you don't have a lot of water pressure, doing dry camping, you can isolate things out. And this is the hot side of it. This is the cold side of it. Really neat and clean the way it's done. This is pretty doggone impressive. Water filtration system here. You got an outside shower, because this is usually where you're gonna be hooking up your sewer hose and doing those things. You wanna clean your hands. Very nice and neat the way this thing's set up. Your freshwater fill, your black tank flush is all down here. You got a switch for your water pump. This is one of the neatest compartments that I've seen on a motorhome in a while. This is a little place to store your sewer hose here. And it's a little bumper like you're gonna find in a travel trailer. You pull it off and you run your sewer hose in there. So you store your sewer hose and hook it all up in the same place. Third thing I wanted to point out was the aluminum wheels. That's going to be available also on the Berkshire. This manifold system is available on the regular Berkshire too. So this is not just a Berkshire XL. This is across the Berkshire lineup. You're going to have a water manifold system. We're going to hop inside. I know that's what everybody wants to see, and go take a look at the floor plan on the 40C Berkshire XL. We're in the inside of the 40C Berkshire XL. The big thing that I would point out in the interior separating this from the regular Berkshire, two of three things, but the bigger things would be, one, we go from to the Villa furniture. It's a little more upgraded furniture when you get in there. This is two theater seats that are right directly across from the TV here. The lighted ends on the kitchen countertops, of course solid surface countertops. We're gonna have a true induction cooktop. The doors, like your bathroom door, your closet doors, are going to be real hard wood when you go up to the Berkshire XL. So just a few interior upgrades. And then the biggest thing, this bigger chassis and bigger engine allow us to build a little bit bigger motorhomes. Although you can still get a 37 footer, which is 38 foot long, with this 380 engine, which should just it should drive like a sports car. And it's a great floor plan. It's got double sinks. You should check out the floor plan on the 37-foot Berkshire XL. This is the 40-footer. It's going to be a bath and a half with the bunk beds. And I often tell customers this is not really just a bunkhouse coach. You have a hanging rod here. We have a lot of customers looking for a bath and a half motorhome, and they'll buy this because it's got a huge closet here. This is almost like a closet you'd find in a house. So you can lift these bunks up in here and move them around and kind of change the configuration. Use this as a closet, and when you close it, it really makes it look nice and residential. So if you are using this as a closet instead of a bunkhouse, you're getting valuable storage space, and it's going to look nice also. So we do have a lot of customers who may not need a bunkhouse per se, but will still look at this bath and a half floor plan. Of course, we have we said earlier in the Berkshire, the polished porcelain floors, the precision circuit multiplex wiring with the light switches throughout. When you go to the XL, you're going to get a ceiling fan up here in the bedroom. I just think that's the neatest feature. Serta mattress here. This is the nicest Serta mattress that Forest River offers in any brand that we carry. So it's a residential style mattress, king bed. And then of course, everybody loves the bath and a half floor plan. You're going to have a stack washer dryer back here in the back. Hardwood cabinets with the high gloss finish. Kind of standing close, you can see right here the high gloss finish on it. This is a beautiful motorhome, and on a upgraded chassis with upgraded features, this is really built to compete with a lot of the motorhomes out there in the market. I'll put this against the Newmars and Tiffins and a lot of the other brands out there that are really our flagship brands that you hear in the marketplace, I'll put the Forest River Berkshire up against them any day. And feature for feature, value for value, I think it competes and exceeds expectations. We're in the XL now. We're going to take a look at one more motorhome and jump over to the XLT and take a look at that, and we'll kind of wrap things up. We're standing here in between the two Berkshire XLTs that we have here in stock at Berryland Campers. We have a 45A and a 43C, both in stock here now. There's so much to talk about on the Berkshire stuff, and I'm forgetting things, and this is a short video, so I would encourage you, please come out and visit one of our sales guys. We have a very experienced sales team. Our average tenure for salespeople here is over 5 years that they've been with us, and we take a lot of pride in that in this business. For salesmen that stick around for a long time, we have some guys that's been here 10 and 15 years here at Berryland Campers selling RVs, and the reason we take pride in that is because they can give you a good walkthrough and show you the value and features that we're talking about. It's hard for me to do it in this little 5-minute video. I'm looking here and you can't see it, but this is a Truma on-demand hot water system, and that's available all the way down through the Berkshire. That's something I didn't mention yet, but you have true on-demand instant hot water on all the Berkshire diesel products that we have in stock. I'm here on the rear because I want to point out this side radiator. The big difference when you go from the Berkshire XL to the Berkshire XLT is going to be the chassis and the size of the engine, and it just costs more to buy this chassis from Freightliner. Therefore it holds more, and you could get bigger floor plans on it. But the XLT version is going to come on the Freightliner chassis. It's a Freightliner XRC chassis, same chassis, just a little longer, but it's going to have a 450 horsepower ISL engine in it. You're also going to, instead of having exhaust brake, you're going to have a Jake brake when you go to this chassis and this engine. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to move the radiator here to the side, which is an important feature because you pick up less road film and things. Here in our lot, you have a lot of dust. When we go in the back, there's a lot of limestone out here we're in. So you want that motorhome picking up clean air here instead of back here. So you move up to a side radiator, a bigger chassis, a bigger engine, a tag axle, which will allow you to hold more weight. And that's really the biggest difference between the XL and the XLT versions. We're going to walk in. I want to bring you in and show you that we have a bunkhouse floor plan in stock, and they're one of the few brands that'll build a bunkhouse in a tag axle motorhome, and they've done it for years. Before they called this the Berkshire XLT, they called it a Charleston, and they had a lot of success with a bunkhouse floor plan because we're finding people want to carry a lot of, customers want to carry a lot of people with them and bring their families. So we're going to walk up front. The generator slid out on the front of this one, so I'm going to show you that generator slide I've been talking about since the beginning, and then we're going to go in and check out the bunkhouse floor plan of the Berkshire XLT. This is the generator slide that we were talking about earlier in the video when we were looking at the 34QS. This is the same slide that is on the standard Berkshire, carried up through the XLT, and now here available on the, through the XL and now here on the XLT. So all three versions of the Berkshire diesel are going to have a slide generator. And once again, that's important because we can access it to change the oil without climbing underneath it, getting on a creeper, digging around up in there. It just makes everything a whole lot easier to get to up here in the front. Another thing I'll point out, and this is the little button here, you pull this to let the generator out of the little lever. You're also going to have an air compressor here. You can hook up an air chuck here. People use air tools for everything. It's nice to have air, air up the tires. You need to put air in something, but it's real nice. And that's kind of a common feature you'll find throughout the motorhome industry. And then you're going to have a lot of your chassis electrical, different components and ways that this thing can control, but it's all right here easy where you can access it. This is really a clean motorhome. When you look at motorhomes, you can find out how well it's thought out, but how clean and neat everything looks. And looking around the new Berkshires, They have really done a great job on tightening it up and cleaning it up, which is going to give you ease of ownership and ease of maintenance, which is important. There's a lot of things going on in a diesel motorhome, so you want to make sure you can get to everything and access everything should you have a problem, should you need to service something. We're going to jump into this 45 footer. This is a 45 bunkhouse. It's an awesome floor plan, and we'll show you the interior of the XLT version. I'm sitting in the driver's side of the Berkshire XLT, and we didn't do this in the other two, but the other two cockpits are built the same way. And the first thing I'd like to point out is, one, I'm right here by the steering wheel and I can reach out and touch everything. It's a curved dash, not a straight dash, which is very important. If you're going 70 miles an hour down the interstate in a heavy 45-foot motorhome, you don't want to be reaching over here or reaching over there to try to find something. You want everything right here at your fingertips. We got a 10-inch display for your radio, and this radio also controls a lot of other things. Cameras, you can download navigation apps, you can download your phone app and Bluetooth your phone to it, all kind of different stuff. And once again, I would invite you to come down and spend some time with our sales guys. I do the inventory here at Berryland Campers, and I have for almost 20 years now, and it's hard for me to know each particular one, and that's why we have very experienced salespeople who can come in here and show you this stuff. We have backup camera with side cameras left to right. And once again, this is the first time I've been in this coach and sat down in the driver's seat, and I'm using it very easily. It's easy to figure out. That's the left-hand side, right-hand side. We're gonna look at the rear camera. We're gonna go here, go back. We're gonna hit the home button and go to our radio. So we can go to the radio and pick up our radio stations if we want to. We'll hit home, go to navigation. The app isn't installed, but there's an app that you can pull down and download, and you can have your navigation app. We've learned in the industry that we're better off letting somebody else do the app. You download it, and that way you got the most up-to-date, latest and greatest stuff. Also, your shades, your night shade, your engine brake, all that stuff, I can reach it sitting back in this seat. I'm sitting in the seat here and reach up. Boom, there's my sunshade up. There's my night shade down. And once again, I'm not reaching around, I'm not looking, everything is right here in my fingertips. We got a horn, we got fans, we got the generator start, we got a step cover here. You turn it on, covers the step. We have to have the engine cranked on, is why it didn't move. Your air conditioning controls, all your gauges are right here where I can see them. And once again, this is not going to be just on the XLT version. You're going to have this 10-inch display on a regular Berkshire. So a lot of value up and down the Berkshire diesel lineup. Awesome, awesome cockpit, very comfortable. Flex steel driver passenger seat, very comfortable to move around in. So this is going to be something that you're going to enjoy driving and going down the road. I'm going to turn the camera off and flip around because I want to show you. This actually has two bathrooms, two full bathrooms in a bunkhouse. So two full bathrooms and a bunkhouse and a king bed, all in a 45-foot motorhome. We're in the kitchen here of the 45-foot Berkshire XLT, and these are just some of the small differences that you're going to find between the regular Berkshire going all the way up to the XLT. And a lot of it's got to do with just the size, but you're going to have a bigger refrigerator, French door style, Frigidaire. This is something you're going to find in a residential setting. Stainless steel on the outside to match your stainless steel microwave and your stainless steel dishwasher. Induction style cooktop. We talked earlier about the hardwood cabinets, and you can see the nice woodwork done in this coach. This isn't something that's just thrown together. This is real wood here. This is not fake particle board wrapped with certain things. Very nice backsplash here across the back, goes all the way back across your countertops here. A pile of storage. This little area here is where you can store your sink covers. This is a stainless steel sink on your sink. You're going to have a safe here behind your TV, just like the little safe you'd have in your hotel room if you were to go to a hotel. Keep your valuables in hidden. Yamaha sound bar up here so you can hear the TV. Another neat little thing, I don't know if you can see it from there, but This is a little wine holder. You can put a bottle of wine up here and it'll hold it in place so it won't spill around and bang around and break while you're going up and down the road. Just a little touch they like to put. But a lot of companies, a lot of floor plans, you'll have the TV, the dead space behind it. Well, we're going to give you that storage space here in the Berkshire. Just talking about floor plan here, we said this is a bunkhouse, but a 2 full bath bunkhouse. We'll let the camera follow me in here. Point out this one-piece fiberglass shower. The shower miser system. This is a it actually comes. It gets the hot water heater. It tells you here, but you get hot water directly from the heater in a different way. There's a little button here, and you get hot water quicker, and it gives you more water pressure. Really an upgraded system. Gives you a more enjoyable shower is what it boils down to. Glass shower doors, solid surface countertops carried into the bathroom with the upgraded backsplash into the bathroom here, as well as the big bathroom back here in the back. We were talking about the bunkhouse in the Berkshire XL. This is the same style bunkhouse, same style doors. I didn't point out over there, but it had them. TVs here, and once again, not El Cheapo TV you're going to get that's going to be broken in 2 weeks. Samsung TV, brand name TV that are here in your bunk room. You got one here, you got one at the bottom also. So each kid can watch, or each person can watch a TV. I say kid, but those bunks are big. You can fit a nice size adult in there. Privacy door to separate this bunk bathroom area. And as I was walking through, there's a door in between the kitchen and the bunk area, as well as a door between the master bedroom. You can take this bunk bathroom area, close them both off, stand there, take a shower, come out, get dressed, go back in the bathroom. So it really compartmentalizes this motorhome into 3 different compartments. This is the master bedroom area. Ceiling fan. I love the ceiling fan in these motorhomes. It makes it feel like you're home. A lot of people like to sleep with the fan on. Switches over here on the wall next to the bed. Multiplex wiring. Little things. This is a USB plug here next to your bed. I don't know if you can see it, but they're all over this motorhome. There's a little USB plugs. Everybody wants to plug their phone in next to the bed. Boom. You got a USB plug there to do it. I'm going to let my cameraman see if he can walk back here without stumbling and tripping around here. We get back here, turn my multiplex lights on, hit the ceiling light. Once again, I can turn the ceiling lights on here. I can turn them on at the control panel. And there's also a master switch up by the door. I just hit it. It says master lights. Boom, you reach in and you can turn every light in the coach off. So, very convenient feature. Cool thing about this bathroom is the double sinks. You got 2 sinks, his and hers. Great big cabinets here. And these are deep. I mean, this is 6 inches deep here. For a medicine cabinet, that's huge. This one here in the center is going to be deep. You could fit towels, all kind of stuff in there. I was kind of struggling, but these doors are set where you can just reach up there and grab them. Of course, you're going to have a washer dryer closet here in the back. So tons of space, tons of options, tons of flexibility in the Berkshire line. Here's a glass shower enclosure here. Once again, the shower miser system in the glass shower enclosure. I'm gonna walk past the camera here. Get back, you can look from the back bathroom up through the front of the motorhome. We were talking earlier about compartmentalizing this. And these are wooden doors. This is not a El Cheapo door. This is a wooden door, and this is a wooden door here. So we can take and shut this middle room off, which is very convenient because you have a full bathroom here in this middle room. You can take a shower, get out, get dressed, and go to bed all in one spot. Great options, great flexibility in the Berkshire lineup. You can go from a 34-foot Berkshire with a 360 engine all the way up to this 45-foot tag axle with a 450 engine in the Berkshire line all with great value, great features. I would invite you to please come out to Berryland, take a test drive, do a good demo with one of our sales guys. If you're just in the looking phase, go to our website, which you're on the web now. Click on each particular unit. You'll see about 40 pictures of each one we looked at, as well as the MSRP sheet, and we'll also have pricing available. Thank you for visiting us, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you out on the lot.